What's going on? Good evening, everybody. It's Uncle Jackie. I'm with my boy Doc 0528 Yellow Tape. We'll be back with y'all in a few ticks. We'll be bringing y'all, we'll be speaking on to y'all about mental health issues and, how to hopefully find help.
You see, talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people. I knew he's from them. She's Uncle Jackie better. Jackie was alright. Uncle Jackie was excellent. Fucking guineas. The Jackie. Uncle Jackie. Line, everybody get the line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Now, niggas a little bit, bitches a little bit, the flights a little bit, the heart a little bit, bitches a little bit, faces a little bit, boss you all, I'm the motherfucking general, niggas a little bit, bitches a little bit, the flights a little bit, the heart a little bit, it's a little bit, it's a little bit, fuck who you are. When I walk through, stop, silence, remain quiet, babies don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
Doing the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Arms so hard, gotta stack that can't stop my vibe. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, gotta stack that cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't not time. Turn it up, let the beat low. Yellow tape, well, it's our time to show.
Practice. Show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like John Moran. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, know I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur, Tim Duncan on the spur, Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jackie.
Jackie, what's going on? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. What's going on, Doc? How you, brother?
I'm great, bro. What's going on with you, champ? How you feeling?
Man, listen, in terms of mental health, I'm feeling awesome, man. I'm feeling marvelous.
All right, all right, all right. What's up, it's Brenton Grace? Was good evening, good evening, good evening. Thanks for joining for another show. We had a great show earlier. You know what I mean? That just was a pause, the tip of the iceberg. And we're about to bring you another show.
Yes, yes. I appreciate everybody who tuned in earlier, letting me bother y'all and all of that. I appreciate it. The show was supposed to be originally built for 8 o'clock, but I had some things to take care of. That's neither here nor there. But we here now. Uh, basically, we here. Basically, we here. People are prisoners to their own mental health, basically, because people don't know that there are outlets. People might not have outlets, or people might not want to use the outlets because privacy. It's definitely hard to trust people these days, but there is still always someone. There is someone to speak to. There's always someone to, someone who has shit in common with you. It's like you just never know. It's kind of like sometimes it's best to, leave people the fuck alone. Wait, hold on, pardon. I lost my train of thought. No, it's important to, it's basically important to have some type of outlet. If it's not going to be a person, it has to be something physical. Not eating. Not eating. Not eating. Eating doesn't help anything. That adds to more damn mental distress.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
But like,
I feel what you were saying, and it comes down to, I think it's having trust. You know what I mean? If you're going to talk to somebody, it's having trust and knowing what you're telling that person is confidential. You know what I mean? And maybe you just got to tell that person, well, I kind of want to use you to air my, the vent. You know what I mean? But
right.
you also got people too that live in their everyday life that don't think they have the time to sit down and hear someone else's problem because they got problems among themselves. You know what I mean? But adding on to that, sometimes you could solve a person's problem quicker than you could solve your own. You know what I mean? So it's always good if you have an ear, you have a minute, lend it. You know what I mean? You just never know what a person going through or what at that given time that quick second or that quick minute could do for a person.
And that's a fact. And you don't know that one kind word. That one kind word could change somebody's whole fucking day.
Yeah.
A kind word. I ain't never believed that.
Yep.
But as you get older and you experience new things, man, you see a kind word. Even myself, an apology can make my day. From something that's like, all right, now I don't have to eliminate you. Cool, thank you. I appreciate that. It's like a breath of fresh air sometimes. Sometimes admitting someone admitting that they're wrong. Yeah, that it feels good, man. It feels good.
But
Like let me see
I
what.
don't mean to
That
cut you off, but like a simple hello, a
no, you're
simple
fine.
a simple good morning, you know what I mean? That works wonders for people. And I kind of, I always had that in me, manner, because it really comes down to mannerism, you know what I mean? When you say good morning to anybody that you come,
Manners, just
yeah,
manners.
yeah, having good manner, have a good mannerism. Um, but when I was down south after going through I guess my, my struggles of should,
Thompson.
you know what I mean? I went down to Thompson,
Shout out to
Georgia.
Thompson.
Shout out to Thompson, Georgia. You know what I mean? They Tracy, rest in peace. You know what I mean? But
Rest in peace.
when I went
Lady
out to
sad.
you stupid. When I went to Thompson, there was people. I wake up early. I'm out there early, smoking a cigarette. Smoking my bud, chilling, just getting that fresh, southern air. Shit was great. And just having someone say good morning, you know what I mean? I'm looking back like, okay, we in Brooklyn, we say good morning, or we just give looks, you know what I mean? We just looks and nods, if we didn't know you, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And it just was a warm feeling. And, like I said, I was going through my issues mentally, and that one good morning, turned it around. And even in New York, taking fast forward a couple of years later after that, going to New York and saying good morning to people, like it changes people's lives, man. It changes, dude. Just a
No,
simple.
it definitely would. A kind word goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
No, like we do the head nods in New York, but that's after we seen you like a month in a row. That's not just because you're my neighbor. No, I've seen you a month in a row. I guess instead of just keep looking into each other's eyes, I'll throw you a head nod. Pause, because that's all you end up doing. You staring at each other and shit. Man, ease it up, ease the tension. Pause. But I'm gonna go to one point of mental health right now when it gets to be too much. Here's a situation, and my guy in the video, He don't even know the danger he could have possibly been in. He don't even know.
Sometimes you gotta remember to be nice to everyone you meet. So boom, Mike Tyson got this fight coming up, right? His people call him, they're like, yo, Mike, hey. Mike Tyson's like, what's good? They said, yo, this dude named Dale is gonna interview you for the fight. You know, just go meet him. Mike Tyson says, all right, cool. So he goes over to meet Dale at a gym. Now, outside of the gym, he sees Dale getting picked on by a couple guys. Mike Tyson's like, hey, yo, leave him alone. The dude said, man, that's a good idea, Mike. And then Mike Tyson and Dale have a great interview. Dale tells him he's a huge fan. They all live happily ever after. Psych, stupid, you ain't hear me say it yet? Mike Tyson had a problem. And his problem came a few weeks later. He was training in a gym. Suddenly his gym gets surrounded by the SWAT team. Mike Tyson starts thinking back. He's like, did I do something? If you didn't know this, Mike Tyson has a lot of stories involving law enforcement. The sergeant of the SWAT team walks in. He goes, Mike, you know this dude? Now Mike still thinks he's in trouble. Mike was like, yeah, he interviewed me for a fight. Did I get too excited while I was talking about it? Tell him I said sorry if I hit him. The SWAT sergeant's like, yeah, he 28 people. 8 of those people are now. Well, I'm glad he liked you though. Mike goes. The sergeant goes, all right, have a good one. And well, they eventually caught Dale. Sports writer by day, serial by night. You think you know a guy.
Yeah, I seen that last week and I was very shocked. I kind of thought it was maybe a joke at first, you know what I mean? But again, like you just never know what a person is going through, bro, and what triggers a person, and what triggers a person.
Yo, that kind word probably saved Mike Tyson life. Just saying, yo, leave him alone.
But
Yo, leave him alone.
But think about it, maybe the 28 knockoffs,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, he probably
The victims.
that's probably the people that were jumping him there, you know what I mean? Some of the people,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? So you gotta watch what you do to people, you know what I mean? Don't mistreat people. I mean, you could have a bad day and be bad and upset, but there's no that should rub off to the wrong person.
No, that's a fact. Cause I mean, like he said, you never and with the children, it's even worse. Children meaning, 10 and up, those that have access to things, as they get older, they smart, they know how to open stuff. You know what I mean? They know where to find the key at, this, that, and the third. These children go through hell. And they don't seem to be like, I guess I don't want to say it, but it's true. We were mentally stronger in the 80s,
Hmm.
70s, 80s, 60s. I mean, we were mentally stronger because no one was doing these things that these kids are doing now. And I don't know if it's for attention. I don't know if are they really, really bothering you that bad? Because I remember we just end up saying F it and we throw hands and you fight as hard as you can. And if you might get a couple lucky shots and the dude might not bother you anymore. Maybe not.
Uh-huh. And then
But now,
other occasions, to add on to what you're saying, other occasions, um, you may have people that's on the corner, dudes that used to chill on the corner, see you getting picked on, and then they stepping in, they stopping it, and then they letting y'all square off, or someone taking you under their wing and showing you how to fight, and then
yeah,
then you growing up, you know what I mean? So
shout out to Boogie Woogie.
so finish up what you were saying, but I mean, didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to add on to.
Nah, it's all good because you ain't say nothing that was wrong. Like, yeah, usually you see that was our era though, bro. We don't, not even we, they don't do that anymore.
But you can't because remember, loitering on the corners wasn't no good no more. You couldn't do that, and what they was doing on the corners, now they crack down on a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And then some people, you just have people to chill on the corner, just to chill on the corner, get away from their crib. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no, I get what you're saying with that part, the physical part, but you can still catch them in the park because that's where I used to get schooled at
But
the
but
park.
then add on to the layers of things. It used to take a village to raise us. You know what I mean? And once the mother stops telling the neighborhood that don't say nothing to my kid, you're not their father, you're not their parent, and this, that, and the third. That's when that shit started occurring and fucking up, bro.
I mean, yeah, it depends on who the parents are, but you're supposed to be jewels, and you're supposed to, keep it to yourself. Don't tell nobody I told you these things. This, that, and third. As long as it's on the up and up, it ain't nothing weird. But it's like a lot has changed since parents have changed. So now you got a lot of single parents, and like you said, they think everybody is riffraff. They don't think people are, actually have great intentions for your kid. Like just because I'm sitting here selling, doing what I'm doing, don't mean I'm telling him to do that. I'm
No,
telling him to do the opposite.
no, but not even that too. But it's just that parents got to a point, and more so single mothers. You know what I mean? I really don't jump on that wave like that, but it's more than it's more, and it's just the truth that we talking about. Single mothers would they raised their sons differently. You know what I mean? And it was punches in the chest. Stop acting like a girl. Stop crying. You know what I mean? Because they didn't know how to be a man or how to be a young man or how to be a man in general. So they
But
would,
that's better than what's going on now.
yeah, which is true, which is true. But what happened was you ain't my, as a kid growing up, you're not my mother. You can't tell me what to do. They got a little disrespectful. You know what I mean? A lot of disrespectful, not a little disrespectful. They got really out of hand in the street about how they didn't respect no elders. You know what I mean? They were, I remember a point in time when I was growing up, we couldn't really curse on a bus or on a train like that without someone speaking up. And even then, we were saying something to them people like, "You shut up," bro. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
if we
I
knew
remember
them,
those days.
we wasn't saying nothing. All right, you know what I mean? We shut the hell up. Oh, the Smith is on a bus. Oh, we can't. I mean,
Yeah, your behavior, whatever.
yeah.
But I dig that shit. But now imagine. Now I'm gonna put this scenario together. Imagine you on that train, right? And you cursing away, blah blah blah, and then, hey, little man, yo, chill out with that, nigga, shut up. And he done had one of those bad days. He done had a mental health breakdown now. And that you and your ruckus.
Yep.
Now, just think about that situation you could have been in, because
Hmm.
New York train systems,
Hmm.
that could have ended really, really, really bad. And that's the point of like the mental health thing. That man told him and his crew, yo, chill out, whatever. This is all hypothetical, whatever. And instead of just chilling out and respecting your elder, who just so happened to got fired that day. That's why he's still on the train at 11 in the morning, because he ain't get past 9 o'clock at work, 10 o'clock at work, or whatever. And now he's just looking for somebody ass to whoop. Now, depending on your age, it just might have been you, depending on your age. And if he was a real little dude, he would have cursed you out, and you would have knew, and you would have heard in his words that he wants to put his hands on you. But you just so happen to be shorter than this, so he allowed you to go ahead on. He sent you away. Like you're not taller than this chicken hand, so you can't get on this ride. You got to go. Pause.
Yeah, it just that
But
it's crazy. People, the kid generation changed, bro, and got more disrespectful, got more wild. The older generation stopped caring at a certain point, and the older generation that would have cared was locked up, or confined one way or another. So it's like there was no direction and no man to direct this generation type. You know what I mean, no morals and
yeah,
respect.
no, that's a fact. Yo, good evening, Farquhar, Grace, Miss Brenton, once again. And yes, you're right. You can grow up, you can have everything, but sometimes that's on the person. Mental illness does not care about that. But a lot of times when you grow up with both parents, unless they're always busy and you're a latchkey kid and all of this, and they just give you no time, you might not, some of this stuff is self-inflicted, if I'm using the right term. You got both your parents, they sit with you, y'all have dinner every night, and you just want to, some people just want to do them.
Want to be out there in the street, want to be something that they shouldn't have to
But
be, something that the parents is
but
taking.
even if it's not though, they not even that the street stuff. Now that might be urban wise. That might have been my situation, what you talk about. But what I mean, like let's just talk about the person that's suburban.
No, that's what I'm
That
talking
because that's
about.
usually who does. You know what I mean? He might not want to run. He might want to do something. He just might not like his parents. who knows, bro? Like, anything triggers, you know what I mean? You never know what the triggers are. You never know why someone did something.
I would say in that case, in suburban, if we talking about mental illness, or we could talk about someone looking at and trying to play a part and play a position.
No, that's just a spoiled motherfucker that don't know he got it good, bro.
You understand? Now that's two different things. Now mental illness
That's yeah.
doesn't care about anything or anybody, but it all comes down to what triggers it, like you just said. Like what oh, at what point do you start feeling that you losing control, or you don't recognize that you are not in control? You know what I mean?
You have people tell you. You have people, hey, you always have that one person. They might just be nosy, they might be genuine. It might be, and it'll be from either sex. They will come to you and ask you like, hey, buddy, or bro, whatever the damn term you want to use, bro, buddy, whatever. You haven't been yourself lately. Like, is everything all right? You have that person. Like, now it's up to you whether if you trust that person, you like that person, because you do have genuinely nice people that actually give a shit, and you got nosy people who will use it against you, and that's mostly what men deal with. The people. That's why you can't even. Most of the time, you can't even speak to your own girlfriend, your own wife, because once they're gonna throw it in your face. You wasn't loved enough. You remember you told me your mother didn't love you or your mother didn't care. Something that'll trigger you, and that's how you have people who end up on the 10 o'clock news.
And I just say that if you are with a person that does that, and this goes to everybody out there, you have a woman that calls police on you as well. She is not a lady for you to be with. Then that's just real talk. You know what I mean? Or and now and vice versa, like, because if you give her a reason for her to call the police, and maybe it's not a reason for her to call police, but any which way, if she calls 911, that relationship is dead, and it should be non-cypher, it should be unalive, and you should walk away from that before it's too late for any one of y'all. You know what I mean? And then secondly,
Yeah.
um, it I don't know, bro. Like, I want to say it's people choices, but again, like, stuff triggers people, and you just never know what is the triggering moment or situation at hand. I mean,
Sometimes I see now if you're a regular thinking or a person with a regular, you don't have a mental illness. Mental health, I think it goes hand in hand with physical health. You get out there, you go to the gym, you go run some laps, you know what I mean? And you look at the mirror in a couple of weeks, a month, and you start seeing changes. That works for some people. Like, that'll work for me. I can sit there, like, because I'm already on my own John. So it's like, oh, it's a little, bulky here. It's a little, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It makes you feel good. That's another thing that makes you feel good. Me throwing on a pair of sweatpants, some Nautica sweats with a pair of J's and a white t-shirt with a fitted hat. I feel good. That little simple thing, it sounds corny as hell, but just that for me, I'm good. I'm good. That little small stuff, like, you got to find the think about the small things, pause. That, you know what I mean? Take your mood from, I ain't even gonna say make you, you know what I mean? But take your mood from a 5 to a 7. Anything that'll just improve it just a little bit.
hmm music could do it.
Music, yeah.
Video
Yeah.
games
Right.
could do it. You know what I mean? I think that's what does it for me, and I kind of catch myself when I know if I'm playing the game a little too long that I could be in a depressing state. You know what I mean? Or something could be going on mentally with me. That's how I know, or I catches myself sometimes. You know what I mean? And you know, not saying I have a lot of issues. You know what I mean? But issues of life is
Your man
always
is batshit crazy, man. Don't
he's,
listen to him. He's
he's
batshit crazy.
only on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but Fridays I'm excellent. You know what I mean? But
That's when the pill kicks in. I joke. We all crazy in our own way.
now
We all crazy.
and we all hurt differently. You know what I mean? And we all take it in differently, and and like sometimes, when you're a supportive, person for a person, you don't know, you don't want to trigger a person from having, bad episodes that you don't know a person has or not. You know what I mean? Like a person can tell you that they good, you know what I mean? But at the same token, a person could be way on the side and just don't know how to deal with it because you could talk about it, but you still have to, lay down with it at night. You know what I mean? And by yourself.
Yeah, you always gotta when you look in that mirror, that's why people they I get upset because whenever I say something about looking in the mirror, they try to avoid it. When you look at the mirror, that means a whole lot accepting what you see. People sit there and act like looking in, they probably avoid mirrors. That's probably why they didn't, kind of understand what I was talking. They probably avoid them because
But
it's
bro,
ugly what they see.
real talk, but there's people out there, and I was one at one point in time that didn't care for mirrors too much. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like, and I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it. Like, and not like I was like, I seen a mirror, let me get away from it type shit. It was like mirrors was unimportant to me. You know what I mean? Like, just certain things took a backstage to me because it was not accessible because any bathroom has a mirror. You know what I mean? But it just that it wasn't important, bro. It wasn't important. And I guess I also was ashamed or didn't like what I saw. You know what I mean?
See, just for the fact that I love being in the mirror. Every time I pass my reflection on the streets in the window, I look at it. Don't care.
Yeah, you always been a home.
So
You've always been that type of person.
yeah, so it's like I'm gonna end up in front of that mirror. I'm gonna end up, and there's a lot of times I didn't like what I saw, but I didn't sit there and act like no less than a man. So you know what I mean? I kept trudging. You know what I mean? Like, listen, bro, that conversation with yourself. Yeah, you might seem crazy, but you gotta have that conversation with yourself.
Hmm.
And the first thing I did was look myself in the eyes, like I don't like you right. I don't like nothing about you right now, bro.
I I think that's one of the honest and truthful thing that you have to do. Like if you could do that
Yeah,
and you could really look at yourself and talk to yourself and say that to yourself, then you good money. You're on track of helping self healing. I mean, and that's crazy because again, a lot of people ain't that strong enough to do it, and a lot of people, and it could for and you should make it a routine. You know what I mean? If you like yourself or love yourself, you don't tell yourself that because who else better to make you feel good and feel better or it's yourself. You know what I mean? Who knows yourself better than push yourself the way what triggers you to push you than yourself. You know what I mean? And you may not know it, consciously, but unconsciously, subconsciously, you may know what you need to kick yourself in the ass, pause, and get yourself moving.
yeah, you are. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things shaped and molded me. A lot of things that I've seen. It's like I'm gonna shout out Tim McCarver, Ralph Kiner, like dead serious. Like shit, people who they try to they gave me they put some in instill some sort of mental fortitude. Listening to them commentate like, hey man, you had a bad month. It's time, keep hacking. They're baseball announcers. Keep hacking. So you
Hmm.
can take that and put that into real life. Hey, it could be a grade. You got a bad grade. All right, it's not the end of the world. Keep hacking. Keep hacking. Keep practicing. Keep doing this. Keep doing that. Make yourself better is the point. Is what I'm trying to make. They telling you make yourself better. If you had a bad week, you had a bad month. Even you had a bad year. Throw all of that away right now. Or if you're not going to throw it away, like I won't throw it away, use it as a motivation. I have to be better than I was yesterday. Start with that. I have to have a better week. I have to have a better month. Small
Mm-hmm.
increments.
Mm-hmm.
Small increments. It starts with a base hit. Next thing you know, you got a double. Now you 4 for 4. Tomorrow you 2 for 4. The next day you 0 for 3, but you walk twice. Who knows? You know what I mean? You don't know. You know what I mean? But practice, practice. It's important. It's important. Mental practice, getting a routine and staying away from them triggers. Knowing your triggers is the first step.
Yep, you ain't saying nothing that's wrong. It may sound funny, it may be amusing at the moment, but it's the truth. Like practice make perfect. Practicing makes a routine, and a routine makes a habit. And good
Hmm.
habits established is great minds and positive footstep forward. So it's steps and increments. You see how that just went up, took stages right there. I just mentioned. So you can't take a big leap and think that you're gonna keep on making them same big leaps every time. You're gonna get tired real quick. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to take baby steps. Sometimes you have to take, you're climbing upstairs. You have to take, watch them steep steps that you're climbing. You know what I mean? And it just comes down to you pacing yourself and you building a ritual and a routine, a positive routine, and get yourself straight. And I think spiritually too is another form of energy that you have to get away from the negative vibes, the negative energy that's out there, that's always out there. You know what I mean? From the music that we listen to, that's on different hertz. You know what I mean? That we shouldn't be
Right.
listening to. It's just a lot of things that we in society that play fault to our dreadfulness. You know what I mean? And you just got to build a routine that's positive and shine light on yourself.
Yo, peep this one here. And it took me a minute. This has been since I've been down here because I don't have a homie to. I'm gonna go off the block or I'm gonna jump on the train and head to the K and go see what Doc is doing. I don't have that right now. So I noticed I noticed myself whenever I was starting shifts for work. I end up noticing like, bro, you are in a shitty mood because I'm listening to if I'm listening to Machiavelli, if I'm listening to Onyx, Operation Shut Him Down, if I'm
Yeah.
listening to DMX first album,
Mhm.
it's like, man, just shake my hand and keep walking. But then I had to sit there. Why are you doing that? Why are
Yeah.
you putting this on if you know this is how this is gonna make you feel?
Mhm.
You get what I mean? But
Yeah.
every day wasn't the same, but a lot of them were. Uh, uh,
Yeah. The
you get what
energy.
I mean?
Uh huh.
And then I'm just making it worse. It's like, cause now you listening to Sticky Fingers. If y'all ever listen to these people that I'm talking about, you listen to DMX, you listen to Sticky Fingers back in the '90s. The shit they were saying is like, yeah, I will smack the shit out of somebody right now. Like,
Mhm.
like DMX literally got some shit. He's like, I slapped the blood out you, dog, and that's before I start cursing. And I'm sitting there like, yep, that's what the fuck I'm on right now. And then somebody just walk up, you know what I mean? They might not even be on the type of time you think they are, but
I take
you
that
gonna
for
give them 100%.
yeah.
You're gonna go from 0 to fucking 80 on them. I just was telling my partner, like, man, I don't like that. And that was like 15 minutes ago, maybe 20. Like, yo, I don't like the fact I still go from 0 to 80. I don't like it.
But you know what trigger,
That
but you know what triggers you, and you try to stay away from it, but it still be
yes,
presented in front of you. You know what I mean? So again, like how I see it, is the universe trying to tame you in the sense to saying like, yo, bro, this what triggers you. How far are you gonna let it go before you decide, to make moves? And look what you did. You know what I mean? And after you did that decision, moves started to be made. So now it may not take so long, for you to make moves like how you should have or you're doing. And hopefully it won't happen again. But now you know that you know what power that you have within the pen. You know what I mean? So and
right,
and, and it just putting into play because you always knew that, but you just had to put it into play and try to absorb shit instead of absorbing stuff and and taking it in because again, because you're absorbing all that hits that you're taking, and you shouldn't be taking no hits. You know what I mean? And it got you feeling some type of way when you go into work. You know what I mean?
All
Like,
right, folks. What he's speaking on is a fact. Like I'm having situations, like all of us were having situations at work, but no one is doing anything. Now, I outwardly see me like I have a dual education, but I only use one of them. I'm only used to using one of them, which, is not the right one, especially in the workplace. It's not the right one. So I had to sit there and tell myself, like, yo, like he said, you keep taking this punishment and you keep screaming on people and you keep letting them know, like, I'm not going for nothing. It's not getting you anywhere but matter the next time it happens. Until one day you're going to end up doing something that you might regret, saying something, doing whatever it is. So
yo,
how about we go to the other education? We use our other education, the one that matters in the workplace, because my brain was sizzled. My brain was sizzled. I mean, at the end of my rope, sizzled. But I also don't like to quit, and I also my I'm too tenacious. I'm not giving up nothing. You're not beating me. You are not gonna beat me, and that's what quitting is. You beat me, and you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I give up. No, not me. No, we're not going. You're gonna do what I say. Now I'm on that type of time now. Now I've become angry, but confident and cocky at the same time because now the wheels are moving.
mhm,
So now it's like you're gonna do what I say. I'm in charge now.
mhm,
I'm the captain now. Look at me. Look at me.
mhm.
I am the captain now.
That's facts. That's facts.
Because I mean, I don't follow anyone. If something is wrong, we just said this morning. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I've done a lot of stuff. When I moved down here, I got away from good. I got away from the stuff that that helped me more in New York and started doing stuff that helped me down here. You don't worry about that, folks. That's that gas. We all need to hit that gas every now and then. You heard that? You heard that? But good gas.
Mhm.
And there's nothing wrong with getting good gas because I tell you now, and the person behind me can tell you, it calms you down after a hard day at work. Shit, Doc can tell you.
Let me tell you, man.
So if it's legal, let me put that out there too. If it's legal where you're at, you know, get it. Get and tell the doctor you got anxiety. Shit. Get the medicinal purposes. Now I mean weed is not bad. Don't let folks tell you that shit.
I had a stigma for
Now,
years.
overconsumption is a different thing. But a blunt here and there is not a bad thing.
Nope, and you should try it too. Especially the older folks out there that are a little uptight and need to get away every now and then. Know what I mean, take a little
I
bit
mean,
before you go to sleep. You know what I mean? 3 or 4 pulls. I mean, relax, enjoy.
yeah, relax yourself. Chris Tom, I know who you are. So one day I'm gonna meet you and I'm just gonna drug you. I'm gonna make you a brownie and just tell you it's a brownie. And then I want you to know when you sit there after you eat the brownie and you all of a sudden 15 minutes later, like, I want some curry chicken. I want some African food. I want some Spanish food. I want some of this. I want some of that. Just know I did that to you, Kelly. I did that to you.
You
No,
know,
it's not on no well, let me put this disclaimer out there. This ain't no P. Diddy shit.
I was about
That
to
is
say,
my family. That is my family.
he ain't no other family. He ain't no no Diddy shit. I mean, that's
Listen, she
yeah.
already you see this right here? She knows I ain't playing. She know I ain't playing. But nah, it's good that shit. She should have came on the show and spoke on mental health for the females. But it's all right. I'm gonna do it myself. But no, here's another video, and I agree with the man. I probably don't, I probably won't do it myself, but it's real. Here you go.
Think about brother Paul Walker, and I think about
John Sing.
Ray, John Singleton, your mother,
Divorce.
divorce.
Both of my
people
sisters
don't look
died.
At your sisters. People don't look at divorce as grief, but you did. You lose things. You probably lost a lot of friends when you went through your mental health breakdown. Have you really taken the time to deal with all of that grief, or do you just try to stay busy to avoid it?
I'm doing the best I can with every 24 hours I get. That's it.
Get some tissue for me, brother.
No, I don't need no tissue. Black men cry.
That's right.
The tissue. Every 24 hours I get, I'm doing the best I can. Beautiful Pain, 1992. There is no square footage I could ever live in. There is no rims, no jewelry, and no car. There is no net worth. There is no press release. There is no co-star. There is no collaboration in the world that could ever replace my mama.
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
That is facts. For those who lost their mama, rest in peace, Mama Love.
Word.
Rest in peace, Papa Smurf. But it's real. Like, he sat up there, like, he got triggered, obviously, because it made him cry. And people like to laugh at Tyrese for being, for
Emotional and being,
being an emotional man. Like, normally I would too, but I'm grown now.
But sometimes he a little over dramatic. You know what I mean? He could be over dramatic.
I don't even think it's over dramatic. I think he's just losing his fucking marbles at the time, bro.
Well,
Real talk.
Now we could say that's what's going on because we see it. You know what I mean? But when he was first coming out, it was like, yo, what's going on, bro? We ain't look at it as mental, a mental breakdown. We just looked at it like, yo, come on, bro, you're doing a little too much. I can't remember the first time that, I remember him doing that. But it was like, come on, bro, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But now with his mental awareness is the thing, it showed that he was having breakdowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Like, we went to school for different shit. See, I went to school for this shit I'm talking about now.
Mm-hmm.
So when I never, not one time, because I would have made fun of it even with you. I would have like, yeah, you saw your man's, but it wasn't nothing funny because I'm sitting there, I'm seeing a man who's about to lose his shit, and I mean mentally lose his shit. Like this dude, because I don't see Tyrese as no punk. I don't see him as he looked like one in the movies and shit, but I don't see him as no punk. So in terms of like him sitting there boo-hooing, if that nigga boo-hooing, I think it's something really wrong. Shit, if most men, like you could tell sometimes, man, dude trying to hold it and he can't. Like you ever seen Mike Tyson break down when you talk about Customato?
Mm-hmm.
He breaks down like you sitting there like, man, listen. And then some people, when they cry, they instantly feel enraged and have to punch somebody in the face. We both know somebody like that.
Yeah, because they can't, they don't know, they don't understand that feeling, or they don't like that feeling coming.
Listen, exactly. In their case, that the person I'm talking about, in their case, that shit is embarrassing.
That shit, you know what I mean?
So if you embarrass me, I'm gonna embarrass you.
It's just crazy though.
And
Good, bro.
no, to answer Fakwa, it is strength. It is strength, but I probably wouldn't have went on air and did it. But obviously, that man was triggered to the point where it was like, man, fuck where I'm at. I don't give a fuck. You get what I mean? That man was triggered.
Mm-hmm.
He was triggered, and it's like, sheesh. And it does help that I did learn about that shit in school, which I don't take education serious because it's bullshit. You'll learn more through experience than you will sitting down reading a book, to be for real with you. But I am glad that I did have that little piece of. I had a good professor, is more I should say. So shout out to her if she's still around in this world, Miss Sipperin. Shout out to her, Professor Sippering. She was dope. Because that first thing she said when she started the damn class was, no book can tell you what to look forward to when you enter this field. No book, no person, nothing. Because every experience, every person is different.
That's the best thing that she could have told you with that. You know what I mean?
That exactly, bro. That was like the exactly, bro. You already said it. That was the best thing that was ever said to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like to the class. If they paid attention, I don't know. I don't even care. It's not my problem. But yeah. And mostly, it's crazy, bro. I kind of like, well, I always had that way. You just were different with it. You rather, you can speak. You want to talk. You want to, let people know what's going on. It is a weakness, Chris Tom. Shut up, you're ugly. But like standing up for other people and all that. Like I used to do it. Shit, I used to do it for a long time. Like your people, whatever people. And it's not a black and white thing. It could be your people at work. It could be your people here in school, whatever. Doc is a big ass advocate. He loves to sit there and talk and do the Martin Luther King way. Let's sit here and talk. Let's do this. See me, I'm on Malcolm X. I'd rather let's go over there and them up and let's let them know we're not playing. And I've learned to adapt to his kind of style because all the Malcolm X way he's gonna do is get me locked up. So you know what I mean? I'm going back to what he was talking about my situation. So now at work, it's like I took everybody's problems and put them on my shoulders. And the reason I made this show is because that shit was breaking me down mentally. That shit was breaking me down. Like, man, shit, this shit is it's a tough road. But I mean, there's no way I can do Malcolm X in this situation. No way. So I have to, like Tupac said, learn to think.
Repeat that. I believe you broke up, bro.
Yeah, my earphones. I don't know what the hell going on. I don't. What's the last thing you heard?
You couldn't do a Malcolm X.
Oh, and I can't be Malcolm X, so I had to learn to be Martin or Doc. Like, what would
Wait a
Doc
minute,
do? Since that's more modern.
you, you were saying something about Tupac.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So the words of Tupac. I had to learn to think ahead, so I fight with my pen. So and these people don't expect these things from me, from a person like me, because they see what everybody sees. Oh, that's just a simple hood nigga. Oh yeah.
And they
Oh yeah.
he act like
Oh good. I got you. That mean I got you.
and then he act like one when he get angry at times, you know what I mean? So he really probably showed his ass off too. They wasn't expecting that.
Hmm. They don't expect these things from me.
Nope.
That once I adapted that thinking ahead and fight with the pen strategy, it was like, hold up. And it's like I told y'all, like, stop playing with me. Cause I don't and I also don't put down that I went to school. I put my high school and that's about it. I don't even put it down. Because I learned that you don't even really need to put that. It's for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's for nothing. So I don't put it down that I went to school for whatever amount of time. I don't even put down that I know CPR and how to use the AED, how to resuscitate someone, how to use the paddles to shock them back into shock their heart back into beating. I don't tell nobody anything. It's not your business. I want you to look at me as if I'm some run of the mill black hoodlum, and then I show you. Miss Eva didn't raise no chump. She didn't raise no dummy. We don't do that. And then I become a bigger asshole because now I know I have the advantage because you slept on me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You slept. You did not expect that. This woman I've had problems with, and I mean, I've wished such horrors on her. It's all the job. I'm not saying a name now. Now since they've done what I said, or they trying to gear to lean toward what I've been saying. I'm not going to say their name because I was definitely, and this morning would have been a great time. And that's probably when I would have chose to say their names this morning when everybody was cooking, everybody was coming through. But yeah, man, they had me, myself, and my coworkers. It's a stressful thing. Like things that we signed contracts for. They're trying to, basically, fuck your couch. You gonna do this. You gonna do, and then you have people who are actually there, recruited. I ain't gonna get into it, but it's the environment they trying to do because I ain't going for none of that. I'm just not a badass thing. I'm not Billy Badass. I'm not this, that, and the third. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong at the end of the day.
Right.
So, it's a lot of, if you saw Lakeview Terrace with Samuel L. Jackson and he went ballistic, it was a lot of, I am the law. You're going to do what I say. No, the hell, Uncle Jackie is not. No, I am not. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. And I was so upset when this was going on that it was like, if I was a female, me and this woman would have had a physical confrontation. It would have definitely, and then guess what? I lose. I lose. So since people that work with this woman, they already gave me the heads up. Like, yo, this woman, blase, blase, blah. So she gonna try to push you. So you know what I mean. Be careful. Cool. Then they proceeded to tell her, listen, Jack is not going for that. You do. He's not. Blase, blase, blah. And I guess she thought, you got to do what I say. I am the law. Basically, she ended up doing whatever I was supposed to do that night because I'm not playing with you. I can go home. I can go home. I ain't want to be there in the first place. I can go home because you're not going to sit here and make this environment, toxic for me. Because I already have issues with another supervisor that I have. And I have issues with HR because I brought the problem to HR. HR sitting here telling me, yeah, you got switched because it's best for business. Oh, y'all trying to get me out of here. Now I'm going to be on my best behavior. You watch this. You watch this.
You making stuff unsafe for me here, so I don't feel
exactly. Y'all are trying to get me out of here because it's like the NBA. They getting rid of all the tough players, the DeMarcus Cousins, the Carmelo Anthonys, dudes that are still good enough to play. They don't want that bully ball no more.
Nope.
Now you got bully ball. Now we playing bully ball because I just refuse to be bullied in the workplace. Why? Because in my head, if you can't be where I be, then it's no way in hell I'm gonna even respect you trying to poke your chest out at me. There's no way. There's no way. And that's a mental thing. Like, I have testicular fortitude. I can withstand any punishment, mental punishment. I learned that. And believe me, I'm not going into stories. I ain't telling events. Believe me, anything that's thrown my way, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Nothing will break me. Nothing. And I say, nothing will break me. I don't care. Believe it or not, throw it at me. Throw it at me. Throw it at. There's nothing, no one, or nothing that can happen to me that's gonna break me. Nothing. I didn't even know I was that strong. I did not know.
Yeah. I know you for years, bro. For a couple of decades, bro. And not a couple of decades.
It's knocking on a few. It's knocking on a few now, nigga.
Yeah. And you're a strong dude, bro. Like the shit that came across that was dished out to you, bro. You're a strong ass nigga. Pause. You what these young niggas call you're a big back. Pause.
Like, I kid you not. Like, dead ass, man. Like, this man really knows. Like, pause. That nigga know everything. All the bad shit, all the worst shit.
And I say you weird with shit too, bro, because like if I wore your shoes, bro, I don't know. I mean, enough respect and salute to you, bro, as a man.
Nah, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. That shit all goes back to how you grow up, man. And shit, I gotta give a shout out to Rocky movies and any movie where a dude gets physically or mentally beat down, but
Yeah,
he keeps getting the fuck
nah,
up.
your shit different because your shit's scary, bro. Real talk, like in my opinion, I think you hold a lot of shit in. You know what I mean? But
Nah,
I,
I stopped. I
but
stopped.
I think that you have an outlet that you do, within yourself that you talk when you want to talk and you need to talk. You know what I mean? But I kind of think that you have like a outlet that you blow steam on your own. You know what I mean? And you know how to do it when to do it. You know what I mean? So I kind of think of that aspect about you. You know what I mean? Especially after experience your like your last couple experience within the last 10 years type shit. You know what I mean?
Basically, bro, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. Looking in the fucking mirror, man. It is what it is, bro. Sometimes you gotta sit there and tell yourself that because nothing you do after the whatever happens, nothing you do can change the events. Nothing. I come to grips with things very easily. That's what it is. That's why it don't take me long to like after this shock, it's like all right, I'm back to normal. Cause it's like, all right, cool. I can't do anything. There is nothing, anyone, anything. There's nothing that can be done about yesterday. So why the fuck am I living there? You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck am I living on yesterday? Yesterday is over. Last week is over. The worst time of my life is over. Now we got to do something else. We got to, you know what I mean? You don't forget, but you can't let shit break you.
Yeah.
And since I've sat there and told people I'm not a human being, I'm a fucking machine. I have no feelings. I try to live up to that shit,
Yeah.
but I'm logical with it. I'm logical with it. But I am a machine because I don't think there's anything left that would break a normal person can break me. Like what more can you throw at me?
Yeah. Yeah. And like I don't wish no bad on nobody, and nor do I want to see bad, happen to you, especially. You know what I mean? So I I just was at one point in time in my life where I was like, yo, she can't get no worse. She can't get no worse. And when I
Yeah,
said, bro, like it was getting worse. Like I'm questioning myself, like, what the heck is going on? Like, really, really, really? And then I ain't gonna front, bro. Like a couple of years ago, I looked in the mirror and had a talk with myself, and I think that got me over the rut that I was in. You know what I mean? And I said to myself, like, yo, L, like, you gotta really stop bugging because you're not a bugged out person. You know what I mean? Like you don't got no issues that's not repairable. You know what I mean? You don't have no issue where you're relying on shit or like being an addict to anything to any nature. So why are you bugging and having the breakdown that you having? You know what I mean? And you look in the mirror and you find that strength, and you find talking to yourself, could be one of the most better things, especially if you have other outlets, supportive system behind you as well to encourage that. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't my choice to look in the mirror and do that, but I heard it. Listening to music, heard it. Probably on one of them inspirational thing. You know what I mean? Or even probably listening to you or talking to you one day. You know what I mean? So, I'm glad I did it because it pushed me, got me back to where I am back normal to where I'm normally supposed to be at, or how I used to feel as a person, but feel a lot better. I'm in a better position, and I'm glad. You know what I mean? Life is alright.
life is good. Like Nas said, life is good. But you got to make it that way,
Mm-hmm.
fellas. Like we really kind of, I mean, both sexes have it bad. Both sexes have it bad. I only can speak for the fellas. I say we have it worse because people don't blow smoke up our asses except for another woman. A woman will blow smoke up your ass. And it's not that she means to, it's just that, you know, the nature of them is used to be nice. A man is not gonna like if Doc came in with some shit and he sounded like an idiot, I'm not gonna sit here and say, that's right, my G, you keep going.
Mhm.
I'm gonna sit there like, say that again, bro. I want you to listen to yourself before I say something to you that you don't like. So say it again and listen to yourself. Because you did not think this through. I told him things like, bro, that's crazy. I'm sure he's told me like, dude, you are bugging. Now it's up to me to listen or not. It's up to him to listen or not. But you can't lie to people. And girls, they don't. The women, they don't really mean to lie to you. They just, like, oh no, you're not this, that, and the third. But it's not really helping either. Men, we don't do that. If a dude is fat, we gonna sit there and call him fat. Like, bro, you getting a little too, turkey neckish. Like, my G, we need to, come out and play football with us. Come out and play basketball with you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because lying fucks up somebody's mental health too. Because sometimes, ladies, I actually see. When is the last time somebody said they were unattractive? When was the last time somebody said they were less than a seven? Think about your ugly friends, and nobody sits there and tell them like, "Girl, you're not a seven. You're a nice person, but this, that, and the third."
Mhm.
Like, we keep lying. Like, I sat there and saw this woman, 300 pounds. I swear, 300 pounds. I wish I still had the video. They told the women on the panel, hey, we need y'all to rate yourselves. Nobody rated themselves less than a seven. And none of them were the number that they said. The 300-pound woman sat there and said, I am an eight. The best looking woman said she was a 10, and she was not a 10. She was not a 10. And she was probably the best looking to me, but she still was not a 10. She was probably around a 7, 6. Um, and it's like, what kind of, and they got mad for dude actually sat there and said, and what planet? Oh, I'm paraphrasing. I'm using my own word, but his gist was on what planet, and he had a disgusting face. He had the disgust face, like, on what planet are you an eight? On what planet are you an eight? And she went on her rant. Just because I'm confident, and just because you don't see me as an eight doesn't mean this, that, and the third. Shorty, you are not an eight. You are not an eight. Now she was not unattractive in the face. Maybe that's what she was going. Her face card was decent, but it was still, you're not an eight, not even in the face card. No,
But see, that's what a lot of people gotta understand too. Like, you
there's
have
a difference between there's a difference between confidence and fucking delusion.
no, well, not even that too. But even if you like, when I ask you, what do you rate yourself? Now, if you know we talking about looks, and you know you're not an eight in looks, then you shouldn't say you were eight in looks. You know what I mean? So,
Just be a nicer person.
yes, you understand. And I always say, being you and you remain you and don't go out of character will always be the best person that you could be, because then people will accept that because you and nobody else could be you. You know what I mean? And you could be the ugliest
See,
person, and I just think that somebody will find beauty in you one way or another.
yeah, if you remain yourself. And
Mhm.
like Faco was saying, they know what video I'm talking about. Dude thought he was on mute. The one who ended up saying, "On what planet are you an eight?" He thought he was on mute. Because when she said, I'm an eight, he started laughing, and you could hear him laugh. And it was a couple of videos like that. He started laughing when they rated themselves. And he was like, oh, on one of them, he's like, oh, shit, I'm not on mute. I thought I was on mute. I think it's whatever. It's called whatever. show is called Whatever, and they have this. They have these women on the panel, and like I said, there's a difference between confidence and delusion. Ladies, it's okay to be yourself. My woman is ugly as sin, but I still love her, and I mean sin. But she's herself. She is herself. She looks like the daughter of a but she is herself, and that's an inside joke between us. She probably looks better than you, but that's not the issue here. But yeah, like be yourself, ladies, 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 ladies. That baddie shit. Everybody can't be a baddie. Everybody can't be a baddie, ladies. We need to stop. We need to stop that shit. How about you just be who you are?
Right.
You're already gonna be crazy, but adding the baddie theory to it is like now you stupid. Like you are not a baddie. You are like y'all put things in high regard that I would never understand. Like how can you put this in high regard? Like listen to this one.
So I was a side chick once.
Here we go!
And I knew I was his side chick. He was my side dude. And there was no responsibilities attached. And I had a good time.
And I love it. And I love it.
And you can judge me if you want. And I wasn't messing with a married man.
judging.
Well, thank you.
Ain't
Thank
no
you.
judging.
It was so much work being a side chick. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah!
That's 2 burgers and it's
Yeah.
2 double fries.
But I understand now why some women would actually be down to say yes, because you got no responsibilities. You don't have to be that emotional one. You're not the one being lied to.
I have a question. I have a question, and this is just the way I think. Morally,
Yeah.
okay, you were the side chick. Did you ever feel for his girlfriend? Did you know
Absolutely
her?
not.
Yeah, do you see what I'm saying? Like,
I was pre-Jesus genie. I didn't care about no other
Absolutely
hooches.
not.
Bumble clock!
wait, why is she a hooch though? Why was his girlfriend a
She
hooch?
just didn't care
Because
it's a selfish moment. You're like,
selfish.
whatever.
It is selfish.
But why
a
is
young
she the
moment.
hooch? I would think the side chick is the hooch because she knows about the other girl.
Because
Accurate.
no, there's a difference.
Fuck off!
Now you see the difference. You see how they were praising her for being a side chick. Oh no, I'm not judging you. You see how they support each other with dumb shit. That shit is crazy. How do you sit there and support? And I want to just put this on record. I never liked that woman, Mr. Goodbread. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread. Mr. Goodbread could tell you like for years I've been sitting here like, yo, that woman ain't shit. There's something about her I do not like.
Who?
There's something.
Who?
The
Asian?
side chick.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I normally would love them, but it was something about her. It's like, yo, she's not good, man. There's something off about her. And I was right. Like you just sat there and glorified being a side chick. That's mental illness right there.
And she did Jeezy wrong at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like crazy. But anyway, yeah. But not both.
No, that's for the ladies though. You need to we gotta sit here for the ladies because that's not cool.
Both of them wasn't praising her. Like the other one was like, why you calling her a snake? Because I would think the side chick is a snake. You know what I mean?
No. Did you hear the crowd?
Yeah,
Did you hear that crowd?
Crowd too. And the crowd was. I'm also clapping when she said that as well as twin said it. Tamara, or whatever her name is.
Twin.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. So, but females do tend to stick together, and they feel like they getting back. And you see, like it's a story that's dragged on with that right there. But any event, but females is delusional at times, and
they praise the bad shit, man. Because they've done it.
Well, no,
Bro.
I can't even say, because I pointed out to my girl all the time about this girl on Facebook, and I remember this girl from high school. When I was in junior high school, she was dating a high school dude. You know what I mean? She was a fast chick. You know what I mean? Very fast.
Yeah. That's the lack of a daddy issue right there. That's daddy issues right there.
It was some type of issue going on because I'm gonna show you the story. I'm gonna tell you the story. Um, she developed quicker, so she had big boobs. You know what I mean? Um,
Right.
but her rear wasn't all of that. She just had big boobs, and to me, she had a funny looking face. You know what I mean? Cut a long story short, um, my age right now. High school was 30 years ago. You know what I mean? And until this day, um, 3 years ago, maybe even 2 years ago, maybe even last year, within the last 3 years, she was in love with somebody that she met. She's in another country right now. Um, and
Stuck.
no, no,
Again.
no, no, no,
Don't
no.
love her.
The man thought she was gonna get
I'm
married,
being stupid. I'm being stupid.
and the man ended up being psychotic, being a little mental off. You know what I mean? So, lucky she's like, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't, do that route." But again, she was always posting on Facebook, posting about how I'm looking. Oh, I found the love of my life. And then a year after, or maybe a couple months after she found the love and found out this dude was crazy, she found another love of her life, and they about to get mad. Oh, I can't tell you what's going on, but when I do, it's going to be a big surprise. And then just recently, she got married. You know what I mean? Got married in another country that she wasn't
She
in.
sound like a sucker for love.
It definitely sounded like it. And I pointed out to my girl, like, yo, this girl always was reaching, you know what I mean? And she was reaching for a dude, always for a dude, you know what I mean? Always for the fall of love. And I'm not, I know,
Yeah.
I didn't say a fall of love, but I said she was always looking for a man's love. And maybe because she was lacking a father, you understand?
Father, right,
Man,
right.
it was some type of reason. I said she's looking for something, and she can't get it. She's not going to stop until she finds it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something's missing in her life because that's just crazy. You going to other, you a passport girl. I ain't mad at it to a certain extent,
Pardon,
but
pardon me. She's in other country due to the fact she works out there. You know what I mean? And
mm,
she asked me what the field that she works in, since she's American and she told English like she be making commanding money out there. And I think she is. I think she living pretty comfortably. You know what I mean? So I mean, she wasn't out there
no,
Friday.
I'm sure. Depending on what country she in, she's probably damn sure living comfortably.
Well, she in Japan.
Oh, so she's safe and she's comfortable. Hey, and she got all the technology she needs, so she's good.
Yeah, she in
But I
Japan.
mean, so was she married a Japanese guy?
No, no. She went to Africa, South Africa, and
Oh
married
boy.
married she married a white guy. Look like, you know what I mean, European guy.
Mm,
I don't know if
mm.
he's South African. But I don't think he was
Yeah,
just not.
usually South Africans they got white and black in South
Yeah,
Africa
but I
because
don't think
that was colonized by the Queen of England.
I don't think he's South African. To me, I think he's German or something. But I'm not too sure. You know what I mean? But he's not. And but they just went to South Africa, I guess, because it was like a neutral place for them to meet up and to get together. And he moved back to Japan with her.
Mm.
But I wish for the best for
Maybe
them.
it's not for citizenship.
No, well, I don't know what it's for. I don't know what it's for. I know she looking for
Well,
love.
salute to her.
I know she looking for love.
And that's the problem for the ladies. Like ladies, y'all gotta stop thinking that this shit is some type of love story. Life is not no love story. Like
It ain't no
ain't no movie, ain't none of that shit real.
ain't no fairy tale. And
There you go. Ain't no fucking fairy tale. You gotta stop. Of course, you probably threw away most ladies in this era now threw away their fairy tale because he was too nice. He was too this. He was too respectful. He actually came on time with flowers. What? What? What you say? He was a gentleman and you didn't like him, so you what?
let
And
me
then you
tell
end up baby mamas and shit and mad at people like me for making fun of you. Because I'm never gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop. Of course, I know they got the good girls, and you got taken advantage of. And the only thing that was your fault, you didn't sit there and say enough is enough, fast enough,
hmm
for too fucking long.
let me tell you,
You
I
sat
be
there too
watching.
long trying to get his love, and I feel for you, ladies. Go
I,
ahead.
I I be watching this show Love Is Blind on Netflix, bro. When I tell you that, like and the tell the females be all I feel this is one of the best shows where you can find love. You know what I mean? If you ain't looking for a certain type, if you could put that to the side and you ain't looking for a certain type and you want to find someone that's gonna care for you for your inside, this is the place to go. You know what I mean? But then you got to ask the important questions while you within, going through the thing. But anyway, cut long story short, because I be holding long stories. But cut long story short, you hear things that that guys go through too, because they not mentally prepared. Like they live their life a certain way. They stern in one way or another, or and they just be a little bit too gully too, because they find someone that they like and love, what they feel like they love, but once something go bad, they shut down. You know what I mean? They shut down. They don't know how to act. Like this one dude gave, a personal belonging that he lost his two sisters, right? And gave some real personal stuff that was his sisters. Gave it to a girl that he like, I love you forever, and I want you to think you should keep it forever in life. You know what I mean? But 2 weeks later, he told the chick, I don't want to see you no more. Now, what do? Do you ask for you? I mean, of course, you're gonna ask for your thing back, but like, how you made that female feel after going through that trauma of you telling her the life story of your sister, how they passed away, and honorable of carrying. So it's like you got to be mentally strong, mentally prepared for things, and life in general when you walk and you deal with society, or you deal with the world. You know what I mean, come across people.
Right, right.
Crazy,
Now
man.
hold up, I got another video. This one now we gonna veer toward the fellas. Like, bruh, bruh. I mean, I'm hoping dude needs somewhere to stay.
A real man is. He is sticking by me whether I cheated or not, which I did, but it's okay. We are still making it work. We are going to be one big happy family. As you know, we have other children together. So everyone's going to be brother and sister. Nobody's going to be treated differently.
No separation on my end. Because let me tell you something. As a man, I was brought up to stick by your woman no matter what.
A real man is.
Listen here, listen here, listen here. Do what? You was taught to be a sucker?
Bro, pause. He sucked things. Pause. Look at him. Look how he
Wait, we
sucked.
gonna do that again. We gonna do that again. We gonna do that
A
again.
real man is. He is sticking by me whether I cheated or not, which I did, but it's okay. We are still making it work. We are going to be one big happy family. As you know, we have other children together. So everyone's going to be brother and sister. Nobody's going to be treated differently.
No separation on my end. Because let me tell you something.
Because
As
if
a
I
man,
tell you that the
as a
truth,
man,
then I'm going to tell you that I'm gay.
Stick by your woman, no matter what.
I need coverage.
A real man is.
I need coverage. Yep. I need you by my side, woman. And I need you to cover me, because anybody asks me, am I gay? No, I got a woman. I got kids with her. I take care of all our kids. We stuck by our side. Yep. You gay. Pause. And nothing wrong with being gay. I like gay community. I like the pride community. Nothing wrong with that. Mute
Yeah,
myself.
go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
Put me
Rainbow
backstage. Pause.
Yeah, yeah. Even if it's not, it could be, but even if it's not, someone has done that.
Like, was that real? Yeah, like, was that real? Like, it's crazy.
Yo, my G, that shit, like, that's the one. That's when you end up. If that is a real, let's just say it's a real situation. Forget them, but let's just think about the real situation. How long before you choke that woman out? Because if
Yeah.
she did something once,
Yep.
she gonna do it again.
Yeah. I was just thinking that. Like, he's on the verge of, he's going to be one of them dudes that you're going to see on the 5 o'clock news. somewhere, and he's gonna hurt that lady. So, you know what I mean? Because like, it's only but so much a man could take, and you throw a lot of stuff in a person's face. So, um, but crazy. Like, how is your sex life after that, bro? Come on now, like. I don't know, bro. Like, are you can't do everything to that woman no more. Like, you good? Like, it's good. We good, bro. We good. We good. We good. Ain't no staying. We gonna be together for the kids, and I'm gonna do me, you do you. We good.
Yo, you never stay together for the goddamn kids, man. Never. Never stay together for the kids. That's like the worst thing you could fucking do because that's just breaking you down and breaking you down. That's man and woman, man or woman. It doesn't matter. You don't stay together for the kids. You don't stay together getting beat up or getting disrespected, whatever. You don't do it for the kids. I get it though. I definitely get it. You want your kids to have two parents. You want your kids to have some sort of normalcy.
You
But
just
if it's a
show
detriment,
you just showing
if it's a
children wrong
detriment, why
way.
are you doing it?
Yeah,
Right, you telling your children
but you know what?
sit through abuse.
Uncle Jackie, real talk. I had to learn that with Liam. You know what I mean? I had to learn that with Liam
Right.
situation. Like, I seen the difference in my son. After he was being blocked, they couldn't communicate with me at all. You know what I mean? And when he, talked to me and seen me for the first time, it was like questionable. Should I? And it hurted me so much to where I'm like I can't do this. I can't put him through this. 'Cause I don't know what they telling him inside the household, but obviously it's something bad because I was always Poppy this and Poppy that. And you see him, melting the ice that he had around him. So it's like you have to learn that, bro. And I guess if you don't go through the experience, no matter how much you see it on the outside looking in, if you don't go through the experience yourself, then you don't know how to react off it, you know what I mean? But nah,
That's
dog,
a
nah.
fact.
But
You
but
just
but
can't
but
break.
but to hear him, you know what I mean? Yes, okay, it's good to grow. Not to break up the family. You want to grow with the household, but there's respect and there's boundaries that shouldn't be crossed and shouldn't be violated. And what that was one of them that got crossed and violated, and you shouldn't have to stand for it as a man.
The tough shit is not to, because as a man, when somebody's doing wrong, especially when you from the inner cities, the first thing you do, you think, yo, I'm just gonna knock you out. But every situation, that's why I say I'm glad I got dual educations, and this man does too. And he knows every situation you cannot combat with violence. You can't just, it's hard. It now, depending on who you are, it might be hard to stand tall. But
Hmm.
myself and this gentleman, we know how to stand tall. Whatever you want to throw gut punches, cool. I'm gonna do me some abs, some crunches. I'm gonna do crunches. Hypothetically speaking, for those that don't understand where I'm going, you want to throw gut shots, I'm gonna do crunches. That's
I
it. It's about working hard, training your brain. Learn learn to sit here and predict the worst possible income and always expect it. So that way if it doesn't happen, ah, but every situation always expect the worst possible outcome and prepare for it. Always have a contingency plan.
Shit crazy, bro.
But nah, it's real. Like whenever let's say you dealing with a new female, you have no idea of who she is. Automatically assume that she's a fucking slaw. So if it comes out she was cheating on you, this is like I'm telling you, this is mental fortitude right here. She comes out, let's say it turns out, hey, you found out she was still hitting her ex. You can tell yourself, well, bro, we already knew it. We knew it already. She was a slaw. And it hurts you less because you sat there and thought about you fucking premedicated yourself. You went on a football field, you already had the Ben Gay on before the game was over. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you already had this shit on, so the shit is already working on your muscles as you playing. So you sit there and tell yourself this woman ain't shit. I've even told my wife that. Like, I just sat there and was like, she might disappoint me. She might be a whore. But you know, her whole facts came back clean. But I mean, everybody don't get to do the whole facts thing. They don't get to check the whole facts.
Because I ain't gonna front, like, I do see the difference between, you know, the relations that, you know, that you put forth, you know, the last two, you know what I mean? How you used to be very disrespectful to one, but it wasn't disrespectful. It was, that's how you was feeling. That's how a person was moving. That's how
put my foot down.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I do see the difference, and I also see, you know what I mean, that, you know, I see the maturity. So it is what it is. And I also see that the two different type of females too, even though I don't know this one like that, but you know what I mean? I see the two different speeds and two different, you know, motions of the female type.
Right. Shit, it would actually be the last two, because the one before her was actually, you know, somebody, a blast from the past. Remember that one?
Pause, EJ. What up, Elijah?
Yo, E, what's good, bro? What's good, brother? Yo, we gotta link up, brothers. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I spoke to Dan. Hopefully we gonna be able to link up sometime soon, cause you know what I mean? Y'all my bros. I gotta see my bros.
Yeah,
He's in pause in the chat. Yo, we got a link, bro. We got a link. Don't think I forgot about y'all brothers, man. Never. And check Facebook, bro, because I tagged you on something. It's progress, man. We moving the movement.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, B, like, see, that's one of the bros down here. So, you know, I'm fortunate to find like 3 bros, 4 bros. You know what I mean? They support the show. They you know what I mean? You gotta have outlet. Even though I ain't gonna sit here and act like I share my shit with, you know what I mean, my issues with them or whatever, because you know they got their own shit going on. But if I sat here like, yo, let's link up, let's play cards, there goes an outlet. Like Doc was saying earlier, there goes an outlet.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Get your mind off your everyday thing. You know what I mean? Take you away from the norms. You know what I mean?
Right. Like we sit there, we go to the park, we go hoop, we go to the gym, we go hoop, we work out, we play cards. You know what I mean? Because no matter how much you love your girl, you still need your bros. You still need your bros, because your girl can't be everything. I mean, I guess that depending on who you are, your girl can't be everything. She can be most shit, but she can't be everything. Especially if your girl is girly, because nowadays we got the masculine women. But as you know, that's neither here nor there. But shit, man. You ready to end this, Mark? Let me see if I got any more. I don't think I got any more vids. Yeah, I don't think I got any more vids. But I will play the Tyson one again, because you never know what kind of motherfucking day a dude is having.
Sometimes you gotta remember to be nice to everyone you meet. So boom, Mike Tyson got this fight coming up, right? His people call him, they're like, yo, Mike, hey. Mike Tyson's like, what's good? They said, yo, this dude named Dale is gonna interview you for the fight. You know, just go meet him. Mike Tyson says, all right, cool. So he goes over to meet Dale at a gym. Now, outside of the gym, he sees Dale getting picked on by a couple guys. Mike Tyson's like, hey, yo, leave him alone. The dude said, man, that's a good idea, Mike. And then Mike Tyson and Dale have a great interview. Dale tells him he's a huge fan. They all live happily ever after. Psych, stupid, you ain't hear me say it yet? Mike Tyson had a problem. And his problem came a few weeks later. He was training in a gym. Suddenly his gym gets surrounded by the SWAT team. Mike Tyson starts thinking back. He's like, did I do something? If you didn't know this, Mike Tyson has a lot of stories involving law enforcement. The sergeant of the SWAT team walks in. He goes, Mike, you know this dude? Now, Mike still thinks he's in trouble. Mike was like, yeah, he interviewed me for a fight. Did I get too excited while I was talking about it? Tell him I said sorry if I hit him. The SWAT sergeant's like, yeah, he 28 people. 8 of those people are now. Well, I'm glad he liked you, though. The sergeant goes, all right, have a good one. And well, they eventually caught Dale. Sports writer by day, serial by night. You think you know a guy.
There's a lot more of those around than you think, man. That's why it's like, man, lead with respect. Always lead with respect. Like I might be an asshole, but I lead with respect. I don't become an asshole until you don't return. When you don't return it. When you don't return it, now you gonna see something. Now you gonna see. Now you gonna. I promise you, you will. So I mean, always lead with respect because I'm definitely this shout out to Evan Williams. You my guy, man. This has become one of my friends. He's the 5th member of the clique, at least the Georgia clique. Because if I was in New York, I could just go down the block, or I have to take a plane to Jersey to see some people because they want to live near Philly. But it's okay. I still love them.
Crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Evan Williams. That's my boy. Me and Evan, we've been through some tough times. And I do want to say this. Listen, I might be joking, me and Evan Williams, but shit like alcohol, trying to drown your sorrows, that shit don't work, man. It don't work, and it just fucks your body up. It doesn't work. Drink to feel good. Don't drink to try to forget, because tomorrow you're gonna remember again. Using other, substances and shit, that shit don't. It's not gonna help at the end of the day. All you're gonna do is feel good for that amount of time, and then your ass gonna go back to reality. You're gonna wake up, and unless you got the fucking money to stay in this false reality, illicit substances are not the way to go. Now that's for a motherfucker to calm down, and you make sure you get indicas and try to mix them up. You get a sativa, you get and mind fuck yourself. You might think your way into a fucking solution to your problems with sativas. Indicas is for you to lay back, like, all right, fuck today. Today is over with. I'm on the couch. I got my munchies. I got my blunt. You got your beer, if you like beer. Ladies, this works for you too. And you just smoke the day away. If it was a bad day, put that shit in the blunt and smoke it. But try to stay away from putting shit in the glass and drink it if it's going to be alcohol. Because all it's going to do is fuck up your liver and, nothing changes. And I say this while doing this. But shit, I'm in a good mood. So this is a celebration. And I'm going to sit here and put this out there. That might be a reason, what do you call that shit? An excuse just to drink. For some people. That might be an excuse. Like what? I'm not drinking to get drunk. I'm just celebrating because I've had some sort of victory. And like I said, when I reached out to people, I don't start the fight, but I ain't going. Now it's not over. I don't start the fight, but I ain't gonna run from it. And that's in real life too. I don't start fights. I mean, I have my ways of trying to get you to want to fight me, but I don't really start fights. I don't start them. I ain't gonna run from them neither, but I ain't gonna start them. But any last words? Not last words. Pardon. You want to end the show? You got anything to say to these folks?
I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Let's comment. Show some love. Hopefully, yeah, like it. Yeah, share it. Yeah, I mean, appreciate you guys for coming out and appreciate you for having the show. I mean, Good show.
Yes. Hopefully, you know, I'm gonna shout out Eli, Fakwa, Grace, Chris Tom, you're ugly. I don't care. Miss Brenton, of course, appreciate you for coming through for both shows. Appreciate Grace coming through for both shows. Fakwa coming through for both shows. Appreciate that. I appreciate those that came into this show. Those who tuned in later, those who didn't comment, but like, sub, and share. Mental health is important. Very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, love yourself. You know, love your neighbor if you can. But it is more important to love yourself, man. You are not the problem. And if you are the problem, you can fix the problem. It's all about strength and honor. Respect yourself, respect others, man. Lead with respect, and you'll get it back. You got weak people, you got strong people. Just because somebody is physically weaker to you, don't mean you gotta fuck with them. Leave them alone, because you don't know. You might end up with something in your, a sharp object in your neck. You never know. Don't sleep on people. Never sleep on somebody with a TKO jacket. Ever. I don't give a shit. Y'all probably don't know what that means, but never. And from day one, I even told a man to wear the TKO jacket, nigga. I know you was running the motherfucking prison.
Yo, sleep on that nigga with the TKO jacket. Please do.
Bullshit. I sat there and told him, like, nigga, I know you run this prison, bro.
You,
People are scared. People are abnormally scared of you, and I know these people.
you crazy though, because you did say that though.
I know exactly. Yeah, I'm not stupid, bro.
You did say that though. You was like, "Yo, I know you run it. I know you running this shit." Son. I remember that.
Because I came down there thinking about it as a prison because I was presented to us in Atlantic in the jail before we moved to prison.
Yeah.
So in the jail, they sat there like, man, you don't want to be there, such and such and such and such. I'm like, what? Who you talking to? You think y'all gonna have me moving from place to place? Nah, y'all gonna put me over there. I don't give a fuck. And
Mm-hmm.
then plus, like, hey, my boy Tank is over there, so you know, if any, and he ain't come back. He ain't crying. and I'm not going to. Then like they trying to move me over here. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay in this county right here. We're not gonna move me from county to county. No, I don't care if it's a fucking a minimum level security. No, put me in the max. I don't give a fuck. And they put me in, they listened to me and they actually see I played football and I actually, you know, it wasn't me just saying I played football. I come in from practice, my clothes, my pad I got on pads because I used to be so fucking tired after
Yo,
practice or after games, I
you'd have
never took my pads off.
you'd have been better off at Crossroads then. Not for nothing, because you would have been closer to Harlem.
Nah, I didn't want the Bronx because Atlantic was damn. I'm talking too much. I ain't want motherfucking up there because I was already down where I was at. So it's like, yeah, not gonna have me moving from. And I didn't like the fucking. I ain't like up there, nigga. What the fuck? That shit wasn't like closer to Harlem. Actually, Atlantic was closer than that
Well,
up there.
but we ain't talking about Atlantic at all. We're talking about that this McDougal and
Nigga, if I'd have went there, nigga, I wouldn't have had no fucking brothers, nigga.
no, I'm just saying in general that if you know the football thing would have been better off, you know, if you was coming from that way compared to from
My G, listen, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Hopefully you'll get it. You ain't no dumb nigga. My nigga, I love sports so much. I'd have came from Poughkeepsie to play for my Harlem.
I feel you. I
Well,
feel
I would have came from
you.
Poughkeepsie. It wouldn't have mattered. I'd have been on time. It was just about I didn't want to feel like a fucking this is my real feelings though, bro. I didn't want to feel like one of them people that was shipped from this prison to that prison to that prison. No, put me here and just leave me the fuck alone. Let me do my time and let me leave. Let me leave in 5 years. That's it.
I
I
feel
ain't
you.
want to keep jumping like
I ain't mad at the decision either, because I would, you know what I mean, we wouldn't have crossed paths, or we would have crossed paths, or and if we
Nah,
did,
we wouldn't have. We'd
no,
have
we,
saw each other field day, and then that would have been. And you didn't never go to field day, nigga. So
yes, I did. I won a couple awards in the field day, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
nigga, I'm talking about while I was there.
yo,
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
not.
exactly. You had your release papers already when I got there, man.
Yeah, yeah. So then no, they wasn't allowing me.
Yeah, then you didn't do. I wouldn't have met you at field day, my G. I would not have met you. And I just picked that one because I ain't gonna front. I had to prove to myself that I would. This goes to mental health, man. I had to prove to myself that I was a fucking man, even though I was 16 years old. I had to prove to myself like we're not scared of nothing. We're not going to the. We're not going up there. We're gonna go down here to where they said it's dangerous.
Yeah, but you were doing too much with that age thing, man. You hug,
My nigga,
but
I know that.
but no one fucked with you. No one fucked with
I
you.
know I did. When I look back at what the fuck, the things I did, the things I said, I was stupid as fuck. But I meant at the time, I meant every
No, you
fucking. You gonna
did.
respect me
Yo,
like you respect another word.
you did. You everything that you did, everything that you said at that time growing up, you meant you stood from colorful to everything, bro. Yo, like you was different, bro. You was different. You was
Like,
but you might die. You might do forward, you know what I mean?
of course, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all this, fellas and ladies. I used to think this nigga was trying to set me up.
Or
I told him already, so he already know.
all the time.
I used to think everything with this nigga was a fucking test because
Yep.
it's BK. So when you coming from like I've said this on so many fucking shows, it's always about Brooklyn and Harlem. It's always about Brooklyn and Harlem. So I used to sit there like this nigga still don't know I get down, man. This nigga don't know I'm gonna get busy for mines. Cause and then I end up learning like of course as I get older because I wasn't doing this shit that I was doing in Harlem that I started doing in Brooklyn, like smoking blunts and shit. So I ain't know, how certain people are. Certain people like, yo, don't bring nobody to my motherfucking house. Don't bring nobody to blah blah blah. I didn't
Yeah.
understand that. So whenever a nigga like, yo, stand right here, I'm like, oh, this nigga think I'm some type of fucking bitch. Like word. And I used to put my back against the fence or the pillar at between Halsey and Chauncey, I believe. Somewhere between there. Cause you didn't go to Cooper. You Evergreen? Did you go to Evergreen? Was it Evergreen or some shit? There
Yep.
was some shit in Bushwick.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I know I was on Broadway and I'm like, really? So
Mm.
wait right here. Oh, this nigga trying to test me. So I
El-
put my back either on Elder.
El-
Yeah, Elder. There you go. But I know it was somewhere over there. I'm like, oh, this nigga think I'm some type of fucking bitch. Like, this nigga he gonna try to get something through my Nautica. All right, put my back on this motherfucking fence, and I swear, whoever even look like they look at me wrong, I'm just gonna deck them first.
So yo,
Ain't nobody come. Ain't nobody never come.
uh, someone need to ask him. So why you used to wear red? He used to make you wear red coming through Brooklyn.
I
Like
wore the red because it's like, fuck you, nigga. I'm not gonna be scared of you.
that was a test that I was putting him through. He was putting his own self through tests. He was
Oh yeah. That was just me. That was me in my own head, man.
my man was mentally exercising himself to be a renegade and to be a war machine.
Yeah, I swear, like everything, because I actually had to sit there like and observe the shit I was doing. Because before I met Doc, before I even moved to a group home, I was always clinging to a motherfucker that was older than me that can actually learn me something, teach me something. For those who want to be stupid, but for those who could, if you can't learn me nothing, the fuck am I around you for? You get what I'm saying? And that's something I didn't realize it at the time. I've always been like that because my aunt used to learn me shit and my uncle used to learn me shit, but they end up doing stretches. So I had nobody to learn me anything. No one. So I always and one person said it, Hassan. He caught the shit because after you left, it was me and Bruce, and me and Bruce had the same age gap as me and you. Maybe it might have been three. It might have been 3 year difference. But when Bruce got there, it was like I'm not linking with Bruce. It's just Bruce is from Bruce is from uptown and he's a fucking what do you call that shit? Bruce is he's a practical joker.
Yeah.
And I like doing practical jokes. It's funny. That's why me and Bruce was cool. And then Bruce wasn't no bum. Bruce kept money. Bruce was a fly nigga. So it's like, why would I not chill with Bruce? Shout out to Bruce Banner. Shout out to Banner.
Word.
It's like, why the fuck wouldn't I chill with Banner? Shout out to Maul too. I don't know where the fuck you at, nigga, but always love. And you know, because Abby Hassan, he was like, yo, he had pulled me into the office because he thought I was following. And it's like, nigga, I ain't no follower, man. Like, I'm fucking learning, man. These dudes is they got twos in front of their ages. I have a one. What the fuck, man? You get what I mean? Like, I can't get nothing from, but I always love Tank, Vito, Wonder. Like, I always loved these guys. These guys were my age. But it's like, nigga, we still learning from whatever's in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Even when Born came through, it was like, yeah, you already I don't know. I know he ain't listening, but you already done fucked with one of my bros. You already got his chain snatched by some other nigga. Listen, ladies and gentlemen of the pause. Now, when I met Doc, he already told me about his man Born, whatever the fuck. So I kind of you knew what to expect from this nigga. Now, one day, me and my boy Tank, we coming from Tilden High School, and I don't know, I forgot what's that like
Flatbush.
East Flatbush. Thank you, brother. I know it was East something. It's East Flatbush. So we coming back home from school, and you know, Tank ain't really, you know, Tank. He knew the streets, but he wasn't in the streets. I could put it that way. So me and Tank coming home, and you know, I already knew who the nigga was because of Doc. I'm like, yo, and we sat there like, yo, why the fuck is Stalk is JS talking to fucking Born? And we like, and Tank like, yeah, that don't even look right. And I'm like, I bet we gonna snatch this nigga up and bring him in the crib with us. And you know, cause JS didn't know, he didn't know. And Born was some nigga that I didn't know at all, my nigga. He wasn't no, you know, he wasn't no GH nigga. He was just some nigga from, you know, because Born been gone. You know what I mean? He was gone before you. So he with this this non-GH nigga, if he was, we don't know who the fuck he is. And nah, Born, them niggas was way past the age limit anyway. So we like, yo, we gonna tell this nigga story. Yo, come in, you know, we gonna try to pull this nigga in the crib. So we pull up. I basically ignored the nigga, the nondescript nigga to me. So I went up, yo, what's good, bro? Yo, stop. You know what I mean? I tried to make it known that this is my nigga. You get what I mean? I did my part, bro. I did my part. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, what's good, bro? Hug the nigga. Yo, what's good, my nigga? This, that, and the third. Like, yo. And then Tank came through. He ain't dap nobody but son, JS, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't dap nobody because, you know, he don't know, you know what I mean? He don't know them. So he like, yo, what's good? Yo, JS, bro. Yo, let's go in the crib real quick. Come on, my nigga. You know, trying to get JS in the crib.
Right.
Because JS had, you know, 15. JS was making a nice $7. You know what I mean? And then you don't pay no bills, so $7 an hour is good. Time 48, 280 a week. So
Mm-hmm.
JS looking good, got the Coogee on, he got his jewelry on. And we're like, yo, bro, yo, come in the crib real quick, my nigga. We want to talk to you. My nigga, you like, nah, I'm chopping it up with my niggas right now. I'm chopping it up with these niggas. And we ain't trying to make it obvious, like, nigga, you about to get done dirty. We're not trying to make it obvious, but it's like, listen, just 20 minutes later, just know this nigga ran the house screaming, and I'm not even gonna say the C word, but the nigga came in screaming and he was mad, upset, like these niggas think I'm whoa! The nondescript nigga we was talking about had snatched both his chains off his neck and started running. And the nigga Bond sat there like, oh shit, like he ain't know what was gonna happen. Bruh, me and Tank were the youngest of the five of us. Me and Tank were the youngest niggas there. We seen it was gonna happen. Like nigga, they about to fucking get you, nigga. And we ain't want to say it, but we waited till he calmed down. Was like, yo, my nigga, we was trying to get you in the fucking house, bro. We
No,
was trying, bro. Like, bro, we was trying to get you in the crib, bro.
JS
We know
out
what the fuck was gonna happen, my nigga.
JS out there talking, trying to get cool points with the wrong people.
Yeah, it's like, bruh, I didn't even stand out there. And I tapped up the motherfucker who set you up. And I didn't stay out there. It's like you gotta take clues, bro. Clues. So
Gotta
now his in time we keeping the mental health. This why I told the story. His mental health now he a pussy. He think he a punk. He think he's not a man. Bro, it's not that you not a man, bro. It's just you didn't listen to your mans. You didn't listen to your brothers. You sat there and was, looking for something somewhere else.
but didn't read the room either. You know what I mean,
Yeah, he didn't read the fucking room, bro. It's like nigga. And it's like, I don't wanna it's like, nigga, if you see me telling you, nigga, you see I grabbed your hand and tried to pull you with me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like I tried to physically pull you into the like, come on, my nigga. Let me talk to you. Cause you don't know these niggas. I don't know the other one. And it was like me and Tank felt bad because we was like, yo, we should have stayed outside. But then we sat there and told ourselves like, bro, we tried to pull him in the house. We tried to take him in the house. Cause at that time, like me and Tank had Nick, we was tired, bro. We had football practice, and I mean, maybe it's not an excuse. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not an excuse.
oh, but a person
But it
got
was like, man, we tried, bro.
saved themselves too. He wasn't thinking about that shit.
And because Tank made it like he verbalized it though. He verbalized it. Me, I tried to pull him. Tank actually, was like, yo, come in the crib, my nigga. Like, yo, he said that, he didn't shy away from nigga, you don't know these niggas. And this nigga sat there and was like, yo, these my niggas and blah blah blah. And JS is older than us. So it's like shit, you know what I mean? Like fuck, what the fuck we gonna do? And that shit, it bothers. Now that I actually, thought about it, it bothers me again. I'm keeping on with the mental health. That shit bothers me again, man. Like we tried to save that nigga because, yo, KDH was good, brother. Appreciate you for tuning in. We did our part as his brother. Like nigga, come in the crib, my nigga. Like you don't know what the fuck you doing right now. Come in the crib.
Crazy.
And when he came in the crib screaming, it's like we just looked at each other, bro. All we could do was look at each other, my nigga. Cause it happened like a few ticks after we fucking went in the crib. Cause it's like you better do this shit now, nigga, before somebody else come through and actually pull him in the crib. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, listen. And then that nigga came in with the C word, and he was angry. And the nigga was like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, man, what the fuck, man? Like, and And then we sat with the nigga afterwards, like, bro, my nigga. He was like, yeah, I know. I did try. And I felt the worst because I knew Bond. And it's like, man, I should have just fucking picked you the fuck up. Because it's like, what they gonna do? What they gonna fight us three? The fuck out of here. They gonna fight me and Tank? Because because remember, I used to tell you, like, yo, why your man keep asking me if I still fucking box?
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell you that all the time, like, yo, why the fuck you keep asking me that? And even when I quit, I still told you, like, nigga, do you think I forgot what the fuck I learned? Nigga, if you try me, I'm gonna try to fucking, I'm gonna hurt you, nigga. And don't let these niggas come out the house. They gonna back me up. We gonna fuck you up in here. And then to go with the story with him, bro, like he got another brother fucked up because he came back by himself one time, and I'm thankful that the one gay dude in the house, you know what I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
he was the target. He was the target. He was the fucking target. And the nigga, when the nigga came through, I sat there and told everybody, yo, if you're not gonna be in your room, lock your door. Lock your door. If you're not in your room, lock your fucking door. And you know, Tank already knew. Like I'm like, yo, this nigga outside. That nigga like, yeah. You know, he was probably in his room. And I'm just letting niggas know because he already told me, like, yo, I'm about to get this nigga, you know, the rainbow dude in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Rainbow Man kept some bread. And he was looking for something. And I'm thankful because I didn't get to talk to him. You know why? Because he was in the shower. Nigga was in the shower, bro. And thankful that he knew who Vaughn was. Because I guess he was there with him.
All right.
Because, you know, he was there before us. So the nigga, I don't know if I think I did tell you this story, my nigga. The nigga was knocking, yo, he went knocking on the nigga door. The nigga was turning knobs first, bro. Nigga started turning knobs. But you know, he don't know I told everybody to lock their shit. So either a motherfucker was in his room and he opened the door, or the motherfucker wasn't in his room and the nigga just turned the knob and the knob ain't. So yo, y'all ain't got no way to get these motherfuckers. Nope. I had keys to everybody's room, nigga, and I was nope. But I walk with the nigga to let him know, like, nigga, I'm on your side, nigga. I want you to eat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mental health. You got to know how to. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there like, nigga, I'm on your side, nigga. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I mean? But these are my brothers, man, and my half sister. I don't want none of my niggas to get fucked with. So the nigga actually got to, you know, sister's door. And the nigga was knocking, and luckily sister had just finished their shower and they was in their room. Of course, the door locked. So he knocking on the door, and nigga, who is it? Whatever. And the nigga like, yo, open the door. Nigga, no. I'm just so, yo, bro, I am so fucking, because I would have been linked to it, bro. I'd have been linked to it because, you know, I'm trying to play like I'm on this nigga side, but it's like, I'm not letting you fuck with my people. These is my brothers, and you know, even that nigga, even KS, like nigga, he's a brother too. Even though I don't, he's a brother we don't fuck with, but he's still a brother. He's still here. And the nigga was just like, no, I'm not opening the door. The nigga started, yo, I mean, this nigga like a drug addict, bro, like the drug addict commercial. This nigga started shaking the door. This nigga's like, yo, open the door, my nigga, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, he not opening. I sat there like, nigga, he's not opening the door now. In my head, he's not opening the door now. You a little too aggressive. And then you're not a recognizable voice. So it's like, all right, this one is good.
He said you wasn't a
Now,
voice.
this story is leading to what happened, the events of the night. Now, shit, he don't care. Vito, me, Vito, Mr. Thorne, we end up, you know, everybody that knew homeboy, we end up going to the fucking to Luther's. You know Luther's. We end up going to Luther's. So I'm sitting there with Vito, and this dude, son, tell me, yo, I'm about to snatch this nigga chain. It was one of the niggas from the hood, from the projects, one of the younger dudes. He used to actually play football with us. Like he was young in terms of young to him, so he was like closer to my age, like maybe a year younger, 2 years younger. They're like, I'm gonna snatch this nigga chain. I mean, dude was so thirsty, bro. Like he was on the hunt for real. I'd never seen that before, bro. Like I kid you not, Doc. I kid you not, bro. I tell you this as a man. I've never seen that before, except for drug addicts. I've seen a drug addict go crazy and start doing but I never seen a nigga like a regular nigga like he was like really that hard up. Pause. So I'm like, yo, Maul, like, yo, I'm trying to pull Maul away. JT now. JT, I'm trying to like, yo, JT, come here, bro. He's like, nah. And he was drunk. So the nigga didn't hear nothing I said. Everything I was saying was going over his head. So I'm like, yo, Vito, holla at me, yo. What you came here to get, bro? Because I don't know what I want. I know what the fuck I want to get. I'm like, yo, what you trying to get, man? I'm trying to get me some ideas and shit. Pull Vito away from it because he's the only white boy in a fucking 20-mile radius, probably. Well, probably 5-mile radius because you got to get to Greenpoint to find white people. So it's like, yo, Vito, what y'all get? What they ask you to get? Get them. And I'm trying to have a fake conversation with Vito, so I could literally say me and Vito did not see the nigga actually snatch the chain. I could literally say we did not physically see it. I just knew it was gonna happen. And all you hear was, yo, what the fuck? Bro, when we turned around, like, oh shit, I'm playing a role, bro. Oh shit. It's just the fact that when son ran out of fucking Luther's, the police were on the fucking corner on I forgot the name of that block. But they were on the corner. Like to cross the street, they were on the corner of the football field, bro, before you cross the street to get to Luther's. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
They were at that red light, bro. So when this nigga ran out the fucking Luther's, bro, they was right there. What? So, everybody, I'm sitting there like, oh shit, So this nigga runs out and the police were right there and the nigga came out like, yo, nigga snatched my chain. And they snitched. But he was a young dude, so I'm not gonna put snitch on him because he wasn't in the streets. He was a regular nigga. His mama probably got him that chain. His grandmama probably got him that chain. Somebody probably got him that chain, and the nigga came out, yo, and it was crazy because I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if I started pretending to run to try to catch the nigga with them, but the nigga, I saw the nigga throw the fucking chain, bro. So I don't know how the fuck I seen that, but I saw him throw the chain as he ran around the block. But of course the cops are in the car, so they caught his ass. Later on that night, my point of this story is later on that night, after this nigga was locked up and me and Vito was in the crib, Thorne, Miss JT was, I said, he was drunk already. So JT went to get him some more beers. And them niggas that had just got robbed who saw him with Vaughn was like, you was with that nigga. And they proceeded to jump that nigga.
Crazy.
They proceeded to jump that nigga. But hold up, that's not the end of the story. After they jumped him, of course, he came back to the house It didn't even look like he got jumped, my nigga, because you know JT wasn't no punk, even though he was skinny. There wasn't no pussy in him. So he fought back or whatever. He had a couple of lumps, but it didn't look like he got jumped. And he came back to the crib, and the only idiot, I'm gonna call him an idiot because that's what the fuck he was. Because a couple of people came out, they came to the front, they walked up the one block, and they went back in the house. There was only one idiot, Uncle Jackie, who went with this dude up to fucking toward Chauncey and toward fucking between Chauncey and what's the other shit? Yeah, after Chauncey is the junction, right?
Train station, yeah.
Yeah, after Chauncey is the junction. So we went between Chauncey and McAdoo looking for motherfuckers that jumped him. Between Chauncey and the projects, rather. This man walked into a place that was having a party like, yo, I mean, bro, you just walk into a live party talking about, yo, you was with them niggas that jumped me, nigga? Because, he was from Brooklyn too, but he was from more toward closer to downtown, Gowanus or some shit like that. Like, he was from over there somewhere. And it's like, yo, y'all Brooklyn niggas is retarded. You know me, I'm not from Brooklyn, bro. I'm from Harlem, bro. I'm sitting there, yo, y'all Brooklyn niggas don't think. I started seeing the difference between us and why there was it's always about Brooklyn and Harlem. Y'all motherfuckers don't think. Y'all just jump and go. And it's like, yo, bro, like, yo. And then I tried to talk to him like, yo, it's only two of us, bro. You can't keep doing that. And this nigga walked in the party, disrupted the fucking peace, and it's all kinds of niggas. And it's like, I don't know these niggas. You don't know these niggas. This ain't even the projects. We ain't nowhere near where we can sit here and try to talk it out. And it's fucking 12 in the morning, 1 in the morning, bro. We can get fucking deleted right here. And we was on instead of going down, we wasn't on Broadway, my G. We was like Mother Gaston. You get what I'm saying? Like, we not on Broadway, bro. We not on nowhere where we know people, bro. We can't even hope one of Fatty's workers come out or Luther's workers come out to be a witness. We ain't got no hope for that, bro. And this nigga would not listen. This nigga would not listen, bro. This nigga would not listen. Like, and it's like, yo, bro, I don't want to leave you, but I don't want to get, deleted with you, my nigga. And it's like trying to physically pull a dude, it don't work. And that point is, that man was a man who leaned toward the bottle for, that was one of his vices / medications. But we all know when you lean on a bottle, it never turns out right. And thank goodness nothing else happened that night because I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I ended up leaving him. I had to. Self-preservation. It's like, bro, you're not listening. You're not trying to hear reason. No. And it's like you saying, fuck my life. Right. And I'm younger than you. I'm younger than you, man. And it's like like I was younger than everybody. That's why age, like you think I will beat the shit out of you, my nigga. Like being whatever younger than you, I will fuck you up. But it's like fuck all that. It's like, of course I'm younger. Nobody's gonna listen to me. You're not gonna listen to me. You just know because I'm gonna hold you down. It's like, nah, my nigga, I can't do this because we in the dark. We're in the fucking dark, and you're drunk and I'm not. So I had to leave that nigga there. Like, he made it home okay and all that shit. And he's like, yo, the next day he's like, yo, I understand, my nigga. I understand why you had to leave. I was bugging. And it's like, thankful. It's like, if you want the, if you actually did want to, do the physical shit to get your justice for me leaving you, I would have gave you that. And I'd have fought you hard as fuck because my justice would have been, nigga, you didn't give a fuck about me last night. Pause. You didn't give a fuck about me. You didn't think about, yo, this nigga wasn't even a part of it. Like, this nigga came out with me, but I'm not thinking. But I'm glad he did think that way. Like, yo, I pulled this nigga into a party. I pulled this nigga over here, and this, that, and the third. I disrespected this woman, and I sat through a lot of that shit. And it's like, my nigga, I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. I'm going back to the crib. Come on, I gotta go. I'm 17 years old. I got a lot to live, bro. I got life, bro. Like, no, no. And you like, come on, B. Come on, B. And niggas always try to, but he didn't do that because another nigga did. Because I that shit was twice I did. And it's always because the nigga is drunk and he's not reasoning.
Nope, not reading. Nope.
You're not reasoning. And it's like, I gotta go, my nigga. This is not my thing. I gotta go. And I'm telling you, I gotta go. So I did not leave you. I told you, let's go. You told me to suck a dick, but not in those words. You told me to fuck off. You didn't say it like that, but it's like my G, like you doing dumb shit. We are not gonna come out of this in one piece. Even though thankfully after I left, I guess they got the picture like, all right, I'm by myself again. Let me get the fuck on. You get what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's like, yeah, I'm not. If there's something evident, cool, we can handle that. You recognize one of them, cool. You could tune his ass up, and I can make sure you do it by yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because what am I tuning them up for? I'm just here to make sure it's one on one. And if it's a group of them, then hopefully if the group is not too big, we can do our thing if it's 3 people or less. But one on one, that's on you.
Nigga, word. You ain't fighting for yourself. I ain't fighting for you.
I'm not fighting for you because I learned that at 13. 13. Trying to hold a sucker ass nigga down, and he wasn't even holding himself down. And that shit was a lesson early. I'm glad shit turned out right. Ain't nothing happened to me. But it's like, yeah, I'm not ever doing that again. Never. Never. Word. No, I'm lying. That shit happened again. I was 15. I'm defending a motherfucker. And this nigga basically ran and left me by myself, and it was his issue. And the niggas he had the issue with, I actually knew who them niggas was. And I'm gonna sit here and say this now. I didn't say that back then. I sat there like them niggas knew it would have been a problem. Them niggas spared me because 3-on-1 never comes out good. It would have been 3-on-1. And I sat there because I was playing football and because, I'd have got roasted. Them niggas would have fucked me up because all 3 of them niggas could fight. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of them could fight. And this nigga sat there like, yo, you see how the nigga left you, my nigga? Now, what if we didn't know you and we just jumped on you, my nigga? Like, and I'm sitting there like, and I couldn't even speak, bro. I couldn't even speak. I couldn't even speak, my nigga, like, because them niggas was dead right. Like, what if we'd have jumped on you? And my dumb ass is just sitting there like, at the time I'm sitting there, I'd have fought y'all niggas. Like, we'd have been in here fighting like a motherfucker. But, when you think about it, like, man, all 3 of them niggas could actually fight. Them niggas ain't no bitches. And this nigga actually sat there and left me, and it was his fucking beef. Pause. But yo, we about to get up out of here. It's been 2 hours and almost 15 minutes. I appreciate everybody who came through.
You're ready. You're ready.
Yeah, appreciate Yellow Tape. Like, sub, share. Doc0528, like, sub, share.
Facts.
We'll be back tomorrow with political conspiracy theories. Blase, blah. Hopefully I'm gonna talk to my boy Moves. We have Moves out here, and we're gonna do our thing. But y'all have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, you motherfuckers.
Talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people.
Jackie better. Jackie was alright. Uncle Jackie was sexy. Fucking guineas. Jackie. Uncle Jackie. Line, everybody get in line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Now, niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the flights a little man, the heart a little man, bitches a little man, faces a little man, fuck you all. I'm the motherfucking general. Niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the flights a little man, the heart a little man, bitches a little man, it's a little man, fuck who you are. When I walk through, stop, silence, remain quiet, don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
Middle of the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Also up, gotta stack that case out my belt. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, gotta stack that cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't nothing time. Turn it up, let the beat drop low. Yellow tape everywhere, it's our time to show.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like Ja Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5, the top wives know I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jackie. Y'all be good. Good night.
Good night, y'all.